Hey guys, Macintosh Man 2000 here, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can download, or emulate, I guess, Wii games on Windows, Mac, and Linux. Now for the tutorial, I'm going to be running Mac OS X, being that I am, well, Macintosh Man 2000, although I do have boot camp, so in fact I usually do run my Wii games on Windows, but anyway, for this tutorial, I'm going to be doing it on a Mac. Now, the first step is to go to dolphin-emu.org, dolphin-emu.org. And as you can see, download Dolphin 4.0.2 for Windows, Mac, and Linux. So just click on the download button. And here they have all the prior releases. I would just go with the latest one, like I have. So then click on the button that's associated with your operating system. So there's Windows, Mac OS X, and then, like I said, Linux. Now here it says Ubuntu. I usually use Ubuntu when I use Linux, but it might work with some other versions of Linux as well. Anyway, once you have Dolphin downloaded, on Mac it'll come up as a DMG. Windows will have its installer file, and Ubuntu will have a .deb. But anyway, just whatever operating system you have, just open it up and run the software. You don't necessarily have to drag it to your applications folder, but you can if you're on a Mac. Now, I forgot that if you're on a Mac, also, you have to right-click and hit open, just like with all the other unidentified developer software, because Mac is kind of restricting and they want to make sure that your computer is safe. So you just have to make sure you have to right-click the first time you open it and open. But anytime after that, as I'll demonstrate, you can just double-click it like normal and open. Now, anyway, there's a pretty much identical interface among each operating system. At least I know there is for Windows and Mac, and I assume the same can be said for Linux. Now, so yeah, you'll come up with this kind of interface. There's lots of settings. We'll get to that in a moment. But the first step that I would do is to go into your file system and to go to Documents. God, this is a mess. And to just right-click, new folder, and make a folder called Wii Games, or whatever you want to call it. Now, this is where you're going to put all your Wii ISOs. And honestly, if you have GameCube ISOs, you can also run GameCube games. You can put those in the same folder. Now, once you have a folder, just double-click on the text in Dolphin, which is the name of the Wii emulator, to search for files. Now, just go to your Documents or wherever you had the folder, and select the folder. Now hit open. Now since I don't have any Wii games in the folder, nothing is going to show up here yet. But as you add Wii games, things will begin to show up. Now, where do you get Wii games? Now I'm just going to say in advance that this tutorial is purely educational. I'm not going to download anything myself. This is just in case you want to know how to do it. In case you want to be able to play your favorite Wii games on your laptop. So, sorry, that's the wrong website address. Now, the first step is to go to the Pirate Bay, piratebay.sc. That's my favorite place to download torrents when I do download torrents. Not saying that I do that regularly. But, yeah, now what you're going to do is just search a Wii game. So, let's say Super Smash Bros. Ugh, what is going on here? Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Because, you know what? That's a good one. So, search that. Now you'll have all these different things. I would recommend you go to whatever Wii game is in ISO, make sure that it's an ISO, and make sure that it says NTSC. And yep, look, even in this particular game that I just randomly found, it even mentions you can use it on an emulator like Dolphin, or burn it and play it on Wii. That's a whole nother thing. But, yeah, so once you find the ISO that you like, you're going to hit on the Get This Torrent thing. They get this torrent link. Now, and then hit launch application. And then you hit OK, it'll start downloading. I'm not going to do that right now. I forgot to mention, though, that even before you click on that, I would definitely recommend downloading uTorrent. In my opinion, uTorrent is the best Mac downloader, torrent downloader. And, so yeah, definitely download uTorrent. And once that's all set up and installed, you just hit Get This Torrent, like I said, click OK, and the download will start. And once you have the Wii ISO, it should be something.iso, whatever it is, just put it in your Wii Games folder. So let's go to Documents, and yeah, in your Wii Games folder, go in here, drag your ISO. Now, just for demonstration purposes, this is not a real Wii game, obviously, but I am going to make a file that ends in .iso and refresh. Oh, well, it doesn't work. It doesn't show up. I guess it recognizes that that's not a real Wii game. But nevertheless, if you put in your Wii games into the folder, they will show up in Dolphin. So, yeah, that's how you download Wii games. And trust me, I have it on Boot Camp anyway, on my Windows. It runs perfectly, at least on my laptop. I usually hook up an Xbox One controller, that's why I have it on Windows, and I'll play some Smash Bros. I beat the entire campaign with my friend. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. The only thing is that there are certain legal issues, just, it's not particularly legal, so be careful. Now, I don't take responsibility if you get yourself in any trouble or anything. But, yeah, this is purely for educational purposes. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. This is Macintosh Man 2000.